Let's go. We're doing this. We live right now. Nothing is stopping us, bro. We can't be stopped. We're doing this. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, team. Let's go, team. What's happening, chat? What's happening, chat? What's happening? What's going on, Bevan? I hope that you're doing well, brother. You've got you as well, Humphrey. What's going on, brother? I hope all is moving well on your side. Flourish, Lucky. Hello to you, sir. Let's go, team. You've got that right, Siyabonga. Yo, what's good? Metni. Bevan, disclaimer, obviously. Guys, right here, we're not doing any financial advice. Everything right here is me trading, life in the markets. Don't try this at home. It's not financial advice. I'm not saying copy my trades. I'm not saying take my trades. You're going to win. So before you do anything, don't ask, what trades are you in? Or did you buy already? Or are you, no, because anyway, if you're asking me that, it means that maybe you don't see that setup. Already you can see me analyzing. You can see what I'm thinking. You can see I'm going to execute. It's best if you come in with your analysis and then you compare it with what I have, and then we can see from there, right? But yes, team, let's cook. You've got that right, Elvis. It's time to cook right now. It's time to cook. It's time to cook. There's no other way. The best thing is to cook. So yes, team, we're looking at the markets this week. Let me just start off first with looking at the economic calendar, just so I can get to see exactly what we can expect for the week. And boom, nothing. You can see June Monday 8, it's empty, bro. Tuesday, it's empty. And then Wednesday, that's where we're going to be having USD is going to be insane on Wednesday, CPI. And then Friday as well, Thursday we have PPI, and then Friday nothing much. Okay, let me filter. Let me see if we have something light today. No, today it's only JPY Euro. So USD it's gonna be light this whole week. So basically the market is not gonna be as volatile, but we can still find opportunity, right? If there's opportunity, we'll execute. So the news, obviously I can see there's nothing much going on, but without wasting time, team, obviously I just want to look at the markets real quick so I don't miss out on any opportunity. And then maybe if there's any questions, we can deal with those slightly later. But for now, let's just get straight to it. So I just removed this because last week on Friday when we were trading, we saw the dollar being bullish, but I want to remove it. And at the same time, if you look at the previous live session, everything is done live. I mentioned that there's this resistance, which means price can test on it, and it did test. You can see it tested on it, and right now we're seeing that price could highly respect it, and then we continue going more lower. We might go lower because price has already tested these areas, and we see this huge engulfing candle to the downside. So if I go to the 60-minute, I see a nice clean double top. You can see this nice double top. On the 5 and 15 minutes, it's going to be much more clear, but I can already see it on this time frame, so I don't really have to go that low. And with that being said, you can see we had these lows here, the neckline. We eventually broke below, so obviously we're expecting a young push up, and then price continue to go down, because at the same time I can still try to force out a trade, more like this, but I don't like these trades because of the risk to reward. Look at it, 1:2. It's gonna be more like this let's say more like this. This is 1:2, whereby if I could wait for it to retest here where at this significant area, if I can enter here, have the same stop loss above here. Now my 1:2 is right here. My 1:2 is right here, which means that someone could enter here. They'll still go in profits, but if it goes slightly up and I enter here, it's still the same stop loss. You can see this, still the exact same stop loss. I didn't change anything, but find out that now my target is more shorter because of how I executed, right? And if, let's say, for instance, I want to take the same 1:2, if I go down, look at what it's doing to the reward. It's 4, which means that now I'm no longer going to make 2, I'm going to make 4 times whatever that I risked. You see, so those are just the two differences when it comes to entries. Entries are very important, guys. Doesn't matter. I mean, someone can say this thing is falling, I'm selling, and then they are right. You know, they're not wrong. This thing could play around like this, but it's more like saying Bitcoin is buying. Let me buy, and you know, you hold it for a couple of months before it even shoots up. You might be right. It can go up, but imagine you having to wait, holding it for all those months, whereby someone else is going to wait for it to get to the area that they've been looking for. Once they get that, they buy it, and then it goes in that direction, like without wasting time, right? So it's a matter of execution right now. We all can spot that the market, how the market is moving, but execution matters more. So I've got this area here being our low, and I see we're already broken out of the low. So on the 1 hour, I'm expecting price to push up and then to go down, which means that this is going to reflect on gold. Let's see gold. Everything that I'm saying is going to reflect on gold. You can see gold right now. We came from being here at the lows. This is the massive lows. You can see price rejected as soon as we got here, and now we got here. So price could either start respecting then going back upwards, right? Because you can see now on the daily where we are. So let me go on the 4 hour just to see what the 4 hour is saying. 4 hour is moving more like the dollar index. It respected these lows right here. You can see right here, these lows here. You can see lows. We got close to them. We didn't really touch them, but we got close to them. But I believe if I go to the 1 hour, maybe we might see something. Let's see. 1 hour. Here's our 1 hour OB right here. Okay, price didn't really get to it. 1 hour OB. Price never really got to it. It would be nice if price can push down slightly more for me to be able to look for a decent buy opportunity. But with that being said, even if I go to a smaller time frame, already I can see with internal structure right here, these lows, these lower high, lower lows, lower high. We couldn't break the low, we broke the high. So now price could basically try to switch up and go a bit more upwards, right? And here at the bottom, we've got these lows right here. Yes, we've got these lows right here. These are previous resistance for lower high. Yes. So what this one here, truly speaking, since I'm still seeing that short-term sell, that's short-term sell, and then overall I'm still seeing the buy, but the short-term sell is what I'm seeing for now, which means that price could eventually just get here and then sell to somewhere here, and then we'll see price going back upwards, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait for it to get to this area here so I can see if I can start executing some sellers. But let me just confirm if I'm seeing the right thing, because I remember the previous sessions, after the session when I looked at certain stuff, I realized that I missed out on other opportunities because of the fact that I didn't really pay too much attention to it. So with this, okay, but this is too steep, truly speaking, so I'm not gonna work with this. But obviously you can see price broken above here. We're looking for it to test, come back down here, and then still continue going back up. So yes, let's see. And we have this for a low. Yeah, we have this as our low. So either price, when it gets it, it's gonna respect it, go back up, or when it gets it, it's gonna, either price is gonna come here, respect it, and then go up. Or if it doesn't respect it, just like Nasdaq on Friday, you remember we had something similar like this, like a low, triple lows, and it just started going downwards like so something similar could happen. So we just have to be, obviously for me to show you all these scenarios is that I'm opening up my mind towards worst case scenarios, towards if price doesn't do this, what's more likely to happen. If it does this, how am I going to play around with it? How am I going to execute? Because even here, I can see that we have this area right here, which means the price could either respect this. So either I could have my stop loss be above here, and then price respect this lower high here, and then it takes me out. Or if I have my stop loss just above it, one is to twist still fair. I think this is going to be a much more safe trade for me. Much more safe, okay? So let's see, that is gold. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. So Nasdaq the previous week, let's see, boom. Let me do this. Everything that I'm doing right here, guys, you can see it's literally coming from previous week's charts, which means that I didn't analyze before the session, and then I'm coming with knowing already what's more likely to happen. I'm starting to see the markets right now for the week, you know, so everything that I'm seeing, it's more like in real time form. It's me seeing what the market is doing for this week. So I'm just going to clean this out because this was from a session that I had over the weekend. But with Nasdaq, I can spot that right here we reached these lows. We respected them. Obviously, we came from being highs, lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Obviously, we're looking for price to break more highs, right? That's one thing that I'm looking for right now. So, and at the same time, I can see here we had these lows, we had these lows, we respected them. You can see with this push up, so price is showing us that yes, we are at the lows, but we are now respecting them. So which means that let me come to the 5 minute, clean this out more like this. Let's go, team. Let's go, guys. We're doing this. This week, the market has to play for us, bro. The market has to play out. So I can see already we had low, lower high, lower low, lower high, couldn't break the low, broke the lower high, higher low, lower low, lower high, lower low, couldn't break the high. The lower high couldn't break the low, broke the high, and then we had this higher low. Obviously now we're creating new higher highs, which shows that prices now, it has changed. It's now moving higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So with that being said, this is where everything started to make sense, when everything changed right here. Price had these highs and then eventually it broke out impulsively. So we have this be our lows right here. It's too tight though. This be our lows. Let me see at the bottom. At the bottom we had this fair value gap. We tested it. You can see we had this fair value right here. We tested it. Price pushed upwards. Every fair value gap here as well got tested by this. Price pushed upwards. We haven't got nothing. Here we got tested. So this one here, truly speaking, with Nasdaq, I'm not too sure if it's gonna come all the way down to here. I'm not too confident that it will come there. I don't think for today it's gonna really shoot all the way down. But I can see this area right here. It's also an area that matters most. Because before it had that impulsive movement, before it shot all the way upwards, you could see that price respected these areas here. And I was gonna draw this, but the reason I didn't draw it is because of, you can see here we had as well another fair value gap, and with that fair value gap, this here tested it. These ones here, they tested it, which means that now it has been obviously mitigated, which means that there is no it's not fresh, you know. It has, or price has already tested it. So for me, by opportunity, everything else has been, I don't think price is gonna shoot low. The best would be, the lowest would be it coming here, because this one you can see is still valid right at the bottom. Right at the bottom, this one is still valid. So what am I looking for? Right here. So obviously right now we are at these strong resistant areas whereby we can start seeing price push down. I don't see price moving upwards from here where it is, but I wouldn't take a sell right now. But looking at it, price could potentially start shooting down as well. Let me see what the dollar index is doing. Okay, let me see what gold, just so, okay. Yeah, Nasdaq. We could see it push down, but what would make much more better sense for me to execute, because yeah, man, it looks like it might shoot down from here where it is, but what would make much more better sense is if it breaks below here, these lows, to confirm lower low, and then when it comes back up, that's where I can take it, and then I can come down with it up until here. Maybe I'll take profit, you know, because anyways it'll allow me to have that 1:2 risk to reward if I execute it here. You see, 1:2, depending on the way my stop loss is going to be, depending obviously on how I'm going to catch it. And then once it gets here, I'll see if it's going to come take out these lows. Once it gets here, that's where I'll buy it once more, knowing that that's at the lowest that Nasdaq could be, right? So I'm seeing also this area, everything has been tested, but I'm seeing this area right here. So I just want to see what price is going to do once it gets to this area. You see, I got this area here, because price came from being a mess here, and then now here having a clean impulse break, and then a clean impulse and break, and a retracement, I mean, and then another clean impulse. So I just want to see what price is going to do once it gets here, because looking at it, there's a high chance that we could go up there. No. We could come up here. So this one, I'm just going to let it slide. Let me just see gold. Okay, so gold, truly speaking, I just feel like I want to, you know, place my first trade. I just want to take it easy this week, guys. I don't want to go too hard. Let's see. I don't really want to do it too hard. All I want to do is take it easy. Let me see if I use this too much. 2661. 6 image. Okay, let me see. Let me just see real quick. I think as time goes, I might, you know, add a few more pairs to it, like maybe GBP USD or Euro USD, depending on which I would remind. Wait a minute. Oh yes. I might maybe potentially just add GBP USD, but not for now, like at least after like a couple of So obviously, like I did mention, guys, everything that I'm doing here, obviously it's not financial advice. You shouldn't be copying my trades. I'm just showing you how I execute in the markets, showing you everything in real time form. When I take losses, you get to see why I took them, how I was thinking before I took them. When I take wins, you get to see my mindset behind those wins. So everything, like even if you don't trade and you watch me, you are gonna learn, you know. So that's just the whole point of what I'm doing here. But if you you don't know how trading works and you're just gonna try to execute when I'm executing, obviously you won't even understand why we took a loss, and you'll just be sad, you know, and that'll be sad for you as well. Yeah, I mean, with this one, yeah, I could be more aggressive. I could literally have my stops be somewhere above here, but I'm looking at this area as well. If this area if price pushes above this area and then this area holds, obviously my stop loss is gonna be too tight for this. But I mean, at least, you know, I wouldn't like, yeah. Okay, Nasdaq, let's just see what happens. We are now at this resistance. We could respect it. We could respect it, but it's a very risky entry. I wouldn't take it right now. We could respect this area and come down, but I'm still seeing this area as a resistance, so price could still want to shoot a bit more up. Let's see US30. Okay, US30, let me start with the quick daily just to see. We are now at this highs right here. We are higher than it has ever been. Let me come back down to the chat. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go, team. Let's go, team. But obviously, guys, if you're new to my YouTube channel, you haven't seen this before, the best thing that you can do is to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We do this each and every single day. Wins, losses, you can get to see them, experience them. So yeah, man, just subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want, you know, to learn. But right now we are at these ultimate highs. I see on the daily we're on the upward trend. 4 hours, well, nice upward trend. You can see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Now we are here at these higher lows. We respected this, we respected this. So these are the lows. So potentially price could want to push more up. And come down 16 minutes. But today we saw not much going on with the news, obviously, so we might not really expect that much volatility. So last week, I mentioned that I'm not gonna be trading US30 due to specific reasons, like it was since from a long time since I placed trades on it. But this week it's like I am gonna trade it. So let's just see. Obviously, I see this area be our highs. We have this be our lows. We already tested the lows, which is good. We've already tested them. We've already liquidated this area. So with this, one thing that I would like is to see it come back down on the 5 minutes so that I could buy it back up. Let's see. So already I can see we had this, let me see, lower high, lower low, lower high. We couldn't break the low, we couldn't break the high. We ranged a bit, then eventually we broke the high right here, and then we cracked above open. So this is where we had broken above. This support area here, I can see price already tested it. Anything at the bottom, truly speaking, is not like, cause there's no nice clean area. Even here, nothing clean. Here we already tested it, so the only valid one that I'm spotting is here. So let me just draw it out. What's happening? Let's go, team. Let's go, team. Let's go. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. It's a brand new week. We want to start small. We don't want to do too much. Otherwise, it's not going to be too nice for us. So the max that I can take in a day is only 2 trades. Truly speaking, I shouldn't take more than 2 trades. So with that being said, already I'm seeing Nasdaq and US30 and gold giving me nice clean positions. So I might look for a buy right here. Stop loss just here to be on the safe side, obviously. Then target 1:2. And obviously I'd be looking at price taking out these highs. So my goal, as much as I always target 1:2, my goal is not is to make more, you know, not just to, because once it gets to 2, I am gonna manage it. I wouldn't really just leave it to take profit. Sometimes I do take profits. Sometimes I manage IC, and then when I see it retracing, I take profits real quick. But the goal is I want it to break above here. So if it can, I'm not gonna take profit, and then maybe it just and then continues. Then I can just hold it up until maximum. You understand? So that's the whole point of management, because you might find a good trade. If you manage it proper, that good trade can turn into a best trade. So it's a matter of how you go about it. So yeah, I'm seeing these two. Let me see what this one here is doing. Yeah, this one here is not really moving. Let's see gold. Gold, I wouldn't want it to do what it kept on doing the last week. I don't want the last week it kept on doing things like this, whereby I'd have a sell limit above, and it would like do something more like this, like grab this out, and then after it starts going down. So, but I done this like maybe 3 or 4 times last week as I've seen it. But it's not how I enter. So if that was like my method, obviously I'd be looking to enter right now, knowing that it's gonna come down, take out these lows, and then still come down. My 1:2 would be even here, not too far, something like this. But it's not really my method of entry right here, right? Because if I take this trade and then it goes up and it hits me stop loss, then I'd be like, oh, I should have took here, 1, 2, 3. And if it comes down, it takes me out. Then now I have many losses, whereby I shouldn't have done that. But if I only take the trade that I'm planning for, which this is the only trade that I'm planning for, if it goes up and it comes down or whatever, it goes, that's still okay, that's okay. So I'm just going to observe it and see what it's doing. See this one here. So you see this one here, not much volume. We could still see it. We could either see it dropping, coming down here before it goes up, or price could come slightly a bit more up. But the buy for now, it's not really the best one. But ultimately this thing here is going up, like it's going up, so buying it would make sense compared to selling it. But it's a matter of where we catch it, how do we catch it. And you can see right now today there's no any massive news. Wednesday is where we're gonna see too much volume, too much news. Let me see time frames, 2:30. So yeah, that'll be dope till quarter to 4. But let me do this. So now it's the waiting game, right? Have to wait for your setup. Have to wait for your setup. Okay, I just wanted a symbol for micro. Putting it below obviously would make much more perfect sense because I'm able to reduce my risk massively. But just to be on the safe side, man, you know how the markets is. Just have to protect, be on the safe side. I'm just gonna, slightly have it be, as long as my 1:2 is still above, it's still below here at the top, because I still want it to break above the top. So I'm just gonna give myself room, Obviously today's there's not much volume, so not much could potentially happen. I think I'll go with like a very low risk type of an entry. 400, 600, 1,000, okay. Because yeah, I'm already risking profits that I already made from the last week. So I think we're still good. Okay, let me forget about this. Let me come back to the CFD signs. Yeah, gold would be nice if you could just come here, respect this area, and then start going down. But if it doesn't respect this area, let's obviously it takes out. That means that buy is now like it's more like it's just buying now. There's no opportunity for, because these are short-term trades. Now, if I'm seeing a sell, it's not that like the market is going down or it's just a short-term trades. I'm looking for an overall buy, but short-term, I wouldn't mind taking a sell on it. Let's see 1 minute Dow Jones. Let's go, team. Yeah, you can see we just came from this mess. Price obviously shot up. This is where price was more impulsive. And now we are just in a corrective phase. Huge mess. We had this pattern that broken out. If I just draw a pattern, you can see price broke above, below, came back to retest. So now could just go down all the way down to here. So at the same time, if I was like obviously rushing or just maybe wanting to be in, I could take a sell on it, but I don't want to do that now. I don't want to start the week like so aggressive. Like for me to take such trades, it needs me to be in the frequency, in the mood. Like for me to execute such trades, because they are very, like they just need you to be in the mood, bro. So, Nasdaq is coming around this area. Let's just see. So you see if I rushed it and I wanted to execute. But anyway, there was no momentum. You can see with these candles. So it didn't really even make sense for me to want to sell it there. This one here, we could see it move down. Let's see. Gold, I'd just love to see it slightly go a bit more up before it goes down. But how it's moving, it might just shoot up, and it can even come respect this area right here, but I'm still seeing that ultimate 1 hour here at the bottom. So when it gets here, as much as this buy might make sense, I'm not really gonna take this. I'm not gonna take this one. I'm just gonna leave it, because this is the ultimate buy at the bottom, so I wouldn't want to take a buy here. And then maybe if it breaks below and goes down, then now I feel like, I took an early entry. So you just always have to be on the safe side, right? Let's go, team. I hope the team is doing well. It's a brand new week, guys. Remember, start the week nice. Start the week fresh. Start the week like just chilled. Reduce risk. You might take losses. Don't let it break your spirit for the whole week. Rather, what you can do is build from them, right? And building from them would be something as simple as you being able to building from them is just you being able to like execute small, execute small, man. The market has many opportunities. If you rush it and blow your account, you're not gonna survive that long. But if you take it nice and easy, man, you're still gonna see another day. The goal here is to see another day. Sorry about that. Try to see another day, and that seeing another day would just be you protecting your account. Protect your account so your account gets to see another day. If you don't, it'll all be hard. I'm not saying it'll all be hard. You're not going to enjoy trading. You're going to be tired of trading. You're going to dislike trading. You're going to feel like the markets is not nice. You're going to feel like you're gambling ultimately, right? If you're doing that, you are going to feel like you're gambling. So I don't want you to feel like you're gambling. The best way you reduce yourself feeling like you're gambling is when you trade your plan, and on top of that, you're still able to respect the risk. You're still able to know today is a Monday. You can see charts are not really, there's no news, there's no heavy impacts that's going to make the news way more volatile. So it's more on just always being on the safe side, right? But yes, team, if you're still new on my YouTube channel, you just came in now, you just found us now, the best thing that you can do is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe. This is what we do day in, day out. If I take losses, you'll still see me show up the next day. If I win, you'll still see me show up the next day. No matter what, we maintain the same thing, because I'm trying to show you that it's all about consistency. Because sometimes it's more like whatever that you do, you need to show up enough to a point whereby you have no reason but to succeed. Like if you always knocking on the door, always knocking, you are going to be rejected. You go on 1,000 homes, more than 80% are going to reject you. They don't know you, so they don't trust you, so they are going to reject you. But if you just knock, there will be that one person that might say, oh, what do you have to offer? Oh, we want it, we might buy. You understand? So it's the same thing with the markets. If you show up but if you just get angry, say that, you know, it's not for you, and then you, whatever that you have, you like, you know what, I don't even want to go to more houses because they told me that I must go die. And you feel like you now want to, you know, you throw things away, or you get angry, you do whatever, now you've decreased your chances of success. You know, so it's the same thing with the markets. Like, as long as you have an account, as long as you're respecting risk, as long as you keep on showing up, executing, there will be that day whereby you'll catch a trade that's going to give you 1:10. You know, like one trade you catch and then it shoots all the way to your take profit, but not even hit take profit, go beyond your take profit. And you'd be like, wow, because you showed up every day, you know, so you showed up more times to be able to, like, not miss out on opportunity. So you need to be able to wait for opportunity. You need to be able to be there for opportunity. And if the opportunity is not there, reduce your risk. Like, make sure that you don't lose all your account. So you see now USDT is coming up. It's not coming down. So let's just see how it's gonna move. Now it's the waiting game. After finding opportunity, it's the waiting's game. Remember, guys, nothing we do here is financial advice. Everything here is just me executing the trades in the markets. So no matter what, even if I put off YouTube, I'm still gonna do the same thing that I'm doing right now. So that's why I say I don't want you to be taking it as if it's signals of financial advice. The best thing that you can do is just learn what I'm seeing, what I'm executing, you know, things like that. Just learn from my ways of seeing the markets. Let's see US 100. I see it now went above. So we're probably coming up here. We'll just have to see. But I don't think for today I'm going to execute trades on US 100. I might see this. Gold. It looks like it's remember when you spoke about that move whereby something more like, it looks like it wants to do something more like that, but I'm also not going to force it. I'll wait for it and see. And if it goes below, that means that I'm not going to be activated. If it goes, I'm not going to be activated. I'm just going to leave it, remove my pending orders, and because I want to see what it will do when it gets here. So I'm not going to be interested in the moves that are going to happen here. I'm saying it up front. This one here looks like it might get there more quicker than gold. Let's see. Let's go, team. Let's go. Yeah, I just came from the gym, so I'm tired, bro. But I'm happy. I'm excited for the week. I'm positive for the week. Just want to see what the market has for us this week. I don't know. I'm just feeling positive, man. Feeling positive. I feel like this week is one of those weeks where everything is gonna change, you know. So you see gold as well, obviously because of the fact that now it's still lack of momentum. You can see that it's been ranging here for over 2 hours. First 2 hours. It's been in one area. If you look at it, it's been in one area. You might sell wanting to obviously go down with it, but it could, or you know, and then obviously, and then come down. So but I don't want to trade inside of corrections like this, because the market moves in phases: impulse, correction, impulse. So if you're gonna execute a trade in a corrective phase, you are gonna have to go through that correction. You're gonna have to hold it throughout that whole correction, which is not nice. I want a trade to activate me and then move. So that activates me, move in my direction, or it activates me and then it goes against me, then I can see, I see it's either I'm wrong or I'm right, but not now where I'm undecided. Because when you're in a corrective phase, it means that you're undecided. You don't really know. You just want it to go down, and it's not really the best thing that you could do. Yeah, I see some people are like sell gold now. There's confirmations. Yeah, man. I feel like obviously, if you've seen that, like, you can take it, that's the best thing. That's why we're here. If you feel like you're gonna take it, you can take it. But remember, the goal is not to encourage others, right? Because if it goes up, then what now? Other people are gonna lose like money because of maybe they believed in what you had to say. So sometimes you just have to take it nice and easy. And yes, I'm seeing that, there's a higher chance because, yeah, I can already see we had this grab. But my setup is much more nicer if I sell it here. And even like the last week, I missed out on opportunities on gold because of I was waiting for my setup, but it didn't really show up. So it was tricky. Because some people might just say sell, and then if trade goes against, it's simple. All they do is just delete the message of sell, and they say buy, buy, buy. Oh, I told you to buy, but if you're seeing a sell, that's lovely. We're seeing the same thing. Let's go, team. So far, like I did say, I don't want to be involved in trades that are gonna move like this. This is it's still playing, bro. It's still playing. I think USDT is gonna get to entry quicker. Let's see how USDT is gonna play out, right? I'm now waiting for USDT. Let's go, team. But cheers, guys. This is what we do each and every single day. If you want to continue learning, continue seeing me trade life in action, the best thing that you can do is to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video at the same time, but don't miss out. Do not miss out, team. Do not miss out. And this one was a nice clean sell here at the top, because I can see we had this mess that went on. But okay, truly speaking, it was okay. On that 1 minute, it made sense. But you see on the 5 minute, this breakout here, it rejected, and then the next one was the one that confirmed. So on the 5 minute, this would have made much more perfect sense. Something more like this, right? Something more like this. But I couldn't get that, so I'll just have to wait for the original setup. Let's see gold. But look at it. Gold is not moving, guys. Like, you can see it. If it breaks, like, let's say if it breaks below, we might see it coming here. And then either respect the support, come back up. If not, it could still go down, because ultimately I'm seeing it come here at this 1 hour support area. So that's what my indication is. You can see this 1 hour. Right here. price could come here. If not, price could just push slightly more upwards. So let's just see, because otherwise this area here looks like it's much more significant, this one here, truly speaking. It looks like it makes perfect sense for a buy here. I'll see. Once it gets there, I'll see if I'll try to execute on it. Firstly, I would have to see how did it get there. Are we impulsing? Are we correcting? You know. But let me just let it run. So far, the one that looks slightly well is this one here. Gold doesn't really look that amazing. US 100, let's see, it's coming here at these areas here. So once we get here, we might start seeing sellers. Once we get here, so let me just see. Let's go, team. Let's do this, guys. We in, guys. We in. Yes, that is the one that's currently melting. Hopefully it respects the setup that I'm seeing. This is my first trade on US30 in probably maybe a year. Over a year, this would be my first trade on US30. So, not nice. I mean, not nice. Nice. It's nice. I'm excited. I'm positive. I'm happy. But now I have to see. And sometimes, you know, like let's say I could wait and say this is my first trade, and then maybe price doesn't play out. Let's say it hits my stop loss, and then I'll be like, no, you know what? I don't want US30 anymore. But that's not what I'm gonna do, right? Last week I spent the whole week looking at it. Even though before even trading it, even the previous week I looked at it. And now I feel like I'm ready, but being ready doesn't mean that I feel like I'm gonna win every trade, right? It means that now I'm comfortable to understand, you know, how it moves, to understand, you know, manipulations, to understand those grabs, to understand, you know, I'm seeing it do weird stuff. I'm okay with it, and I'm okay with how I'm gonna manage it. Let's go, team. Let's go. Let's see what US30 is gonna do. See gold still playing around this area, and such trades are not nice because if you had a sell, let's just say you have a sell above, now you're just holding. Like imagine 15, it's been like over 20 minutes, it's still on entry, bro. Still on entry. You know, we don't want to be involved in such with such, right? You don't want a trade that's gonna be on entry for over like 30 minutes. Like rather that thing go and hit your stop loss, or rather that thing go and hit your take profit. You know. So hopefully it goes to the entry. Hopefully that would be nice. I won't lie. Let's see. This one here. This one here hopefully doesn't respect this area. Because you can see a previous area. But this is not a clean breakout, you can see. So yeah, let me just let it slide. Still gonna wait for it, waiting. Let's go. Okay, gold. Let me look at gold as well. I think it's gonna respect. Let's just see. So most of the time on the markets, if you notice, it's waiting. You know, it's not execution. You don't trade the whole 2 hours that you're on the screen. You wait for over 1 hour, and once you execute, the other like 30 minutes to an hour is gonna be dedicated to managing, trade management. You know, so if I was scalping, I would be in and out of these things maybe over like now. I'd have over like 5 trades already running, but I'm not scalping. Ne? I just look for 2 trades. 1:2 risk to reward, and yeah, that's all. Like 2 trades, 1:2. Sometimes I can stretch it to 3, depending on volatility that day. But the more if like already the first trade is a loss, the second trade is a loss, the third one I'm just gonna reduce slightly my stop, my lot sizes, my risk, so that if it works out, at least it brings me, it covers up some losses, but it's not something whereby I'm now going to try to bring back all. It can be the trade that actually works out, because it could be the trade that you catch, then it gives you like 5 times or 6 times, but I'm not really gonna like try to force things on it, USDT, hopefully it comes down, bro. Let me get what I'm coming, team. I'm still here with it. What's happening? I see all the members that came in now. Let me just see who's new here. Who just recently discovered us. I know members that have been here with us since the previous weeks, but who's new? Let me just see. Drop those comments. Let me see who's new. New me. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Nah, no, Smoker X, you're not new. You're not new, bro. You've been with us since day 1 of these sessions, bro. I'll never forget. Okay, Reseho, Queen Esther, Nsuku, nice one. I would like to officially welcome you guys to the team. It's the Chasers, guys. We do this every single day, 2:15, 2:30 when the market New York session opens. We look at the New York markets, gold, USDT, Nasdaq. Maybe in the longer run, as I'm going, after I've stacked up enough, data and all those things, we are going to be looking at things like your GBP, like currencies and things like that. But yeah, man, for now, this is what we look at. So I'd like to welcome you guys. Thank you so much. My name is Lisiba Mutupi. If you guys do not know me, I've been actively trading the markets for the past 9 years. I started trading in 2017. So next year is going to be my 10th year, a decade. I should have a party. So yeah, I don't know. So I'm excited that you guys are here. You just discovered us right now. If you do not want to miss out on these sessions that we have going on, all these sessions, obviously they're free, but they're not for financial advice. These are just me trading, executing trades in the market, so you get to see, you can learn. But obviously, if you want to further down your knowledge, if you want to learn more, we do have like programs and things like that going on. And the best thing is there's a link below whereby you can just learn more on what we have going on. But for now, just learn from watching. You don't have to go all hard. You can just learn from watching. But as well, what you can do is you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Just so whenever I have a session going on, you don't miss out on it. I also have other YouTube videos. I have over 1,300 YouTube videos of me just teaching the topic of trading. That's it. 1,300 videos of me just teaching the topic. I've started I think my YouTube maybe 6 years, I don't know. But everything, I've all topics, whether it's leverage, whether it's margin, whether it's how to double accounts, whether it's how to flip accounts, whether it's how to trade professionally, how to get funded, how to throw. I have all topics when it has to do with trading. But like I did say, on the YouTube, everything is just all over the place. When on the like program side, that's more detailed, that's more structured, that's more, things like that. But yes, for now, take it easy, guys. Don't go hard. You can like this video. You can as well subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can benefit more in the longer run, right? You see, why are our charts different? How's your charts? How is your charts, TK baby? So yeah, man, if you're new, just hit subscribe, hit subscribe, hit subscribe. So you see, sometimes when I say I don't like people that I feel like it's more like misleading, because like you see, I'm just gonna come here. There's this person. I'm not sure if you guys can see. Oh yes, yeah. There's this person you can see here, Professor FX. He said sell US. What is it? Sell gold. He mentioned where it's at. Like it's at all-time low. I forgot what you said. You mentioned something that it done, but now you see it going up, slightly up, and then what do? You delete the message. You delete the message. So obviously there's people that saw it, that maybe sold it because they trusted you, but now you delete the message, which means that you don't want to be wrong. If it goes up, maybe you'll be bye, I told you guys. Or if it was selling, you'd say, I told you guys. So that's why I say I don't think it's wise for anyone to send out signals, tell people what they should do, because when things don't work out, it's simple for you. You just delete a message and then you run away. But when things actually do work out, you send a lot of messages like, yeah, I told you, I'm the best. So we don't do that, bro. I stick to my choice. Ever since this session started, I said that I want to sell here, my stop loss here, my take profit here. And I told you, if it takes me out, I already saw all that. And I'm going to stick to it. I can't now, when price is going against me, and then I switch off the life, and then now I post in the Telegram group, yeah, we're winning. No, man, you stick to it. You stick to your choice. If it's a loss, lose. No one is going to laugh. No one, it doesn't matter even if they laugh. Let's say, yes, they will laugh, but it doesn't matter, So, guys, please don't tell people what they should do. Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem. EU. Hi, I'm new. Steezy Selaka. EU. So, gold now. No, man, me, I'm actually wealthy. Tando Tembu, I see you asking sell gold now. What does your setup say? Because with my setup, saying that I should take it easy, bro. And look at it. Right now, we're in this nice mess. It could sell now, truly speaking. It could sell now. There's nothing that wouldn't make it sell now. It could sell now, but I'd rather sell it here, slightly here. That's where my entries I'm more comfortable with, But what does your setup say? Because ultimately, you need to have a sell. You shouldn't ask, should you sell or not? My analysis should confirm what you're seeing, not tell you what to do. If you are seeing a sell and I see a sell, well, maybe that can boost up your confidence a bit. Even me, when I'm seeing a sell and someone that I'm trading with sees a sell, even if someone comments here and say, there's a high chance it's gonna sell, I feel a bit better, because let's say someone says they're seeing more similar thing, but not, let's say for instance, ask imagine I come on the live and then I'm asking, should I sell? Obviously, it shows that I don't know what I'm doing, right? So you don't want to trade when you don't know what you're doing, So yeah, man, Professor, it's okay. We forgive you, bro. We forgive you. We forgive you, bro. We cool. We don't have a problem with it. That's why we don't mind, bro. Like, we don't mind you saying that, oh, I'm about to sell now because I'm seeing this and this. That we don't mind. But not when it comes out as a signal, like, sell gold now. You don't understand? So that's all that I'm saying. I would love for you guys to comment what you guys are seeing. Or I'm seeing gold get to, let's say I'm seeing gold get to 4347 level and then reject and then sell off. I'm looking for a sell around that area. That's a bit better for you to say compared to maybe you maybe giving it like a signal, right? Because there's people that are beginners on this session. They don't really know what's going on. So when they see it, they take it as a signal. You understand? And then next thing now, they took all the signals everyone gave and then they lost. Find out that maybe you didn't take it, or maybe you took it, you also lost, but they lost, but they didn't even know why, because they don't have any visual analysis on it. But we're a team, guys. We are a team. We love each other. I love you so much, bro. Yo, US30 left us, bro. US30 left us. Yeah, this is US30 for you. So I am sad, guys. I am sad. I won't lie. But it's okay. I don't think it's gonna come down anymore. So I'm gonna remove my entry. It nearly got to, obviously it nearly got there, but it didn't. So I'm just gonna remove it because I don't think it will come down anymore. And even if it comes down, it's not the setup that I'm looking for, this one here. So I'll have to replan, right? Restructure, replan. So yes, that is okay. Let me just remove the orders that we had. I'm just gonna remove the orders that I had because it didn't go how, it didn't activate me. It went how I wanted it, but it didn't go to my low and so that's why sometimes with the way that I'm trading with the buy limits, sell limits, that's the disadvantage. You might miss out on opportunities because of you wanted to buy it lower. Like, I could see it's going up, but I wanted to buy it at a specific price. So sometimes price might not get there, but it doesn't mean I have to change my strategy because of the fact that it's not doing that, So yeah, man, that's why we obviously have to just respect. So let's go, team. Let's do this. Ooh. Yo, bro, the water done like that. Yo, I thought like they were shooting at us, bro. It's like my mindset is still in South Africa. I'm thinking of shootings. Okay, EU. Let me see EU. Let me see gold. US 100. Okay, US 100. You can see this huge push down, but it didn't get where I wanted it to get. But obviously, it's playing out how we've seen it. So now it's tricky because find out that trade that I wanted on, it's gonna play out here. Let me see. I think I'm gonna take this buy. Okay. Let's see. I think a young brother is gonna take this buy. If it doesn't work out, I'm leaving out room for error. If it doesn't work out, I know that we have these areas here at the bottom. So but it's not gonna be a trade that's gonna be ready today. This one here, because already if it shoots down, this is a big move. On its own, it's a big move. So the market can't do many big moves in a day. So let's just see. I'll manage it. I'll look at it. So now it's tricky because broke above. Now it's like it wants to come down, but let me just lay low. Let's see. Let me see. USD, I think, I don't know when last I saw it, but I can see already I had some charts yet. I think it's someone maybe that asked me to look at it. But just by having it here and look at it, you can see price came up here. We had higher high, higher low, higher highs. This was a higher low, higher high. We broke these lows. We couldn't break the high, but now we came back here. So with that being said, I'm gonna go to the 4 hour just to see what internal structure is telling me. Already I was looking for a buy here at these areas. I think EU is moving exactly similar to gold, because it would make sense for a nice clean buy right here at the bottom. And you can see it makes sense because right here when you got at these lows, we came back, we came down here, treated this area as support, liquid like a grab here, you can see engulfing candle. So price could move up, truly speaking, on EU from where it is, like continuously move up. But on the 4 hour, it will be nice for it to come back down there. So let me just see on the 5 minute. But I think I'm gonna add one currency pair for moving forward. But that's only after, I've got like some momentum on Euro USD and others, like, because the more things that you add, the more stressful it also gets for you, right? Because now you have a lot of things to look at. Find out that you have 4 trades that you're seeing. Are you going to take all those 4 trades at the same time? If you take them, what if they go against you? That means that you lost 4 trades, which is worse than your trading plan. Like my trading plan says I mustn't take more than 4 trades in a day. So you see, and it's harder to filter out. But with EU, I'm seeing it as now price higher highs, highs, low highs. So I see it as price pushing upwards, bro. I see it as price pushing upwards, but obviously we'd have to wait for price to be, slightly less before we continue going up. Let me see on the 1 hour. Because on the 1 hour you can see we're already broken above here, and this is a nice clean breakout. So we just gotta have to wait for a nice retrace, and then continue going up with it up until these areas. You can see we came from this double top, but up until these areas here. So I see a nice, and it makes sense because anyway we've seen the dollar go down, right? We've seen the dollar drop. So if the dollar is selling, it means Euro USD is buying, So because we've seen this dollar now come down, it's moving down, but I wanted this retracement first, bro. Okay, now I'm getting close to entry with gold. Getting close to entry. Hopefully it enters. This one here, I don't like how we done this, like this spike out and then now it's coming back. So I just removed my entry on it. I mean, it might come respected and then go up, but it's not what I was looking for, right? So I'm not really going to be involved in it. Gold, you can see it literally got close to my entry. Hopefully it activates. Let's just see. If it doesn't, that would be sad, bro, because imagine being missed with like what, 2 ticks. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what gold is gonna do. So now I'm gonna have to decide between Euro USD and USDT, which one I'm gonna go for. I don't know, bro. I just don't like what Euro USD, I mean USD 30 done. What? Keep on saying USD. I don't like what US 30 done. I didn't expect it. I expected this to happen when I was in the trade, not when I'm not in the trade. But let's see it. If it comes down and it moves nicely, because if it moves aggressively, it might break below, you know, because this could just be a huge grab that took out all the orders, and then now it could just massively go down. So I want to see how it's going to move down. If it gets here nicely and in a respective way, maybe I'm gonna take this buy and then I'm gonna go up. Remember, I can only take 2 trades a day. So if I'm gonna take this one here, I'm not gonna take this. But if I'm gonna take Nasdaq, I'm not gonna take this. I'll take the one that makes best sense for me, right? Let me see. Gold. Okay, gold is coming up. Have you traded synthetics indices before? No, I haven't, bro. I haven't. I've never really traded them. I won't lie. I've never traded them. I once tried, but I never really, no, like when I say try, I mean I wanted to, but I never executed a trade in my entire life on them. GBP, JPY. GBP, JPY, I think someone asked me to look at it last week. Okay, hello, guys. We have this internal structure here. Okay, let me clean this. What is this? So as you can see now, price has been pushing upwards. GBP, JPY has been pushing slightly upwards, but it's not moving in the best way, because you can see even here, it is going upwards, because you can, these are clear higher highs, higher lows. But what's not nice about it is that, look at it, it takes, let's say from here to here. This is from 17th December all the way up to 9th February, so like 2 to 3 months going up, but it takes 3 days going down. Like that same pips that it took going up for 3 months, it took them only 3 days going down. Same thing with here. Look at it from here to here. It took many days, right? It took from 1st April to 30th April, so a month, but it took 1 day to cover up that whole movement. So I'm thinking more like similar thing, because you can see how it's moving upwards. It's not moving up with a lot of momentum. Look at it. So right now you can see from the whole of May we've been going upwards, but not nicely. So, and you can see on Friday we shut down already one candlestick, so you could see another candlestick maybe pushing down back up at the lows, and then maybe it continues going up. So if those trades that if you're holding a buy, you could be on the right side, but because of how it's moving, you might, you know, hold a buy, you know, it's in profits, loss, profit loss, small profit loss, and then boom, one day goes all the way back to losses, even negative, you know. So it's not nice because of that, and you can't even say that you want to sell it, because anyway this thing is going up, like it's in an upward movement. But you can see how it's moving, bro. Like here it would be nice if we're looking for sellers right here. Maybe once price got here we sold off, but right now with what I'm seeing already, I can see we broke below these lows. Yeah, we broke below, so maybe price could try to push up. These are double tops. It's either price is gonna try to go up, take out these equal highs. If not, like let's say come here, respect this area, and then we see still go down and then continue going back up. If not, we might take out these areas just so it activates here, and then because there's people that probably sold it, they have their stop losses above here, so price may just activate those buys and then still go down. So it's very you need to look at it in that perspective as well. But I see we had this support already, we tested it, because you can see this support right here, we already tested it here. What am I on? 60-minute. Yeah, we tested it, we even done this beautiful hammer. So for now it could still push up, break above here, and then still continue going up. Yeah, okay, let me see. Gold mustn't do this, bro. It must activate this. Let's see. Okay, gold is the only one right now that could. Let's just see. Yeah, if it goes down this thing here, it honestly wouldn't make sense for me to sell it here. And even though it could go down, but it wouldn't make sense for me to sell it here. Because now that would be obviously fear of missing out, right? Because my entry was supposed to be here. I mean, if I sell it, it goes down, obviously, a person can be happy and say, oh, luckily I caught it. But if you sell it and it goes up, then you're going to be sad at yourself and say, I could have waited, I could have been patient. So let me not try to do anything. This is where discipline plays a part, right? Because I really wanted to sell it, and it really got close to my entry. You can see, let me see on my CFDs, maybe I got activated by a week, hopefully, I don't know, but I doubt. Nothing. So it's still pending. I mean, sometimes you might feel like, oh, I'm missing out, it's going down. You sell it here, maybe you put your stop loss here or even here, and whatever take profit. I mean, look at it, 1:2 is going to now be less. It's not even going to be there where it's supposed to be. But let's just say you want to put it here, you put it here, and then yeah, your 1:2 is maybe somewhere around here, and then price treats this as support, then it then now it's still not a good trade. So sometimes you need to just trade your plan. That's all I can say. Trade your plan. Just trade your plan. Let me see this. So between US30 and Nasdaq, I'm gonna have to decide on one. Otherwise, if I don't decide on one, I'm gonna have to distribute my risk, which means that I'm gonna have to take 0.5 on this and 0.5 on this, so that either one, if this fills, it's more like it's one trade. If this fills, this works, it's still good. But so sometimes you can do things like that. You can see, okay, my risk is gonna have to be 1,000. So there's two opportunities right here. I don't know which one I should take, which one I should leave, because the one that you leave is the one that's more likely to happen. And the best thing that you can rather do is diversify it, put 500 on this, put 500 on this. So either one that happens, you still benefit from it, So yes, bro, Temba, you're right, brother. You're right, bro. Always trade your plan. You can see now gold what it's doing. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see. If it goes below, way below target, that means that for the day, that means that I'm not gonna find opportunity. I'm not gonna execute. But if it slightly push up again and then comes back down, then I'll be in. I'd be happy to be in. So Let's just see, man. Let's just see. I'm still waiting for it. Can still go up. Hopefully price might respect this area and then I think I missed out on something that I just see now. Yeah, I just missed out on something that I'm just seeing now. 88.8 level, that's where we tested. But let's just see. Okay. Let me see USD JPY. But today, obviously, guys, remember, keep in mind, no volatility, no volume, nothing is going on, no USD news. So even if it doesn't work out, you should always know. So since we said that the dollar is going to be dropping, obviously USD JPY, we're looking for a sell. You can even see now on USD JPY, I drew this from the daily time frame a long time ago. I think it was like last week when someone asked me to look at it. We are now at that resistant area for the daily. And one thing that I like about where we are is, look at it, when we got here, price is now, there's no buying momentum. I mean, when it's buying, this is what you'd see, right? And we got here, I mean, from here you might see a candlestick that's more likely to be like this, like price could just drop downwards. So and already with this one here, if I want to enter it, I can already see that we broke below. Yeah, okay, let me, this is for daily, so let me not make it confuse. Let's see, you see here, price eventually obviously came higher, highs and so on, broke above. Now we broke below these lows, so obviously we see in price push, and then that sell could potentially happen. This on USD JPY, but remember USD as a whole, we're seeing a sell on USD, so anything that has USD in it more likely to sell. But selling it now wouldn't really make sense unless maybe you sell a breakout. Like if you're trading a breakout strategy, you'd rather have to wait for it to break out. Like let's say close below, candle close below. Once it closes below, then you can sell this breakout, right? Maybe wherever your stop loss is going to be, you can sell it and then go all the way down with it. But that is if you're trading breakout. If you're trading fair value gap, same thing. I see a fair value gap right here. Price can come, tap into it, then you sell, but it depends. Obviously, if you're trading these strategies, you'd know how to manage it. You'd know how to, like, either like, you're going to put your stop loss here, or either you're going to put your stop loss here, depending. It's more dependent on how you trade it, that specific strategy that you go with. Because if it's a breakout, you'd have to spot where you're putting your stop loss. If it's a fair value gap, you'd have to spot. If maybe it's price coming here at the top resistant area, then obviously now something like this would also make sense. You understand? But GBP, I mean USD JPY, I still see it coming down. Yeah, gold. Okay, gold. Let's see, bro. Yes, 30 is coming back up. Okay, but these ones here, there's not much momentum on them. If you look at, okay, US 30, yeah, we had this momentum, but US 100, nothing much, bro. You can see ever since the live session started, on like we've been in the same area. The live session started when we were still here. Remember when I was like, But look, bro, it's still in the same area, bro. Even if I bought, I had my stop loss below, I'll still be at entry. Even if, let's say, for instance, I sold, I have my stop loss be, I don't know, above this area, I'm still at entry, you see. So it's still, it's not too much volume, and it makes sense. Like, look at the news, nothing. So I just want to see what it's gonna do I would love to see it get here, because I'd love to actually, like, go long on it when it gets here. But I want to see how it's gonna get there. I want to see if, like, because I don't want to buy it and then maybe hold the trade for too long. No, I don't want to do that. Ne? Even gold, truly speaking, it's not really as much as, yeah, man, as much as it's playing out, but it's taking too long, man. Like, gold, guys, you guys have seen, if I know most of you guys are still new on the channel, but for the ones that have been with me like the last week, you guys have seen when I'm executing a trade, it activates same time, and then it goes straight to take profit, or it goes straight to stop loss. But it doesn't take too long. And sometimes, yeah, maybe if it does take too long, it happens now, like now and then, like especially on days whereby, like this, where there's no news going on. Like today, maybe it could activate me and then still play around here, But I don't want to be involved in trades like this, because looking at ever since the market opened, this thing has been in the same position. Like since market opened around 2, it's been in the same, it's still in the same position. It's still in the same position. It's not going up, it's not going down, it's still in the same position. So let's just see. Maybe Nasdaq is now going to give us some volume. Nasdaq, 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 Nasdaq. I think we need cheerleaders when we're trading. Because, bro, this trading spot is lonely and it's tiring. So you need people to just cheer, Nasdaq, 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 Nasdaq. If it goes against you, they say, oh, Nasdaq. If it goes well, I don't know. They do those backflips, cheerleaders, backflips and stuff. Okay, let me just see. Okay, let's see how long, because normally my window is 2 hours, like 2 hours in the session. That's why entry has to show itself. If it doesn't, let's see how long. Okay, we're still an hour 30 minutes in. So maybe, because normally what I do is, as soon as market opens, I want those first 2 hours to give me entry. If those first 2 hours don't give me entry, anything after that, I'm going to be trading low volume, right? Because anyways, everyone has already traded. Everyone has already placed trades. When I say everyone, I mean institutions, banks. Because as soon as 9:30 hits in US, that's like 2:30 our side, like let's say South African time. Already these people are transacting. But now, since there's no volume, there's nothing going on, there's not really much going on, you understand? But I want when they're transacting, when they're going back and forth, when they're doing all these things, so that eventually we can benefit, we can take advantage, But after 2:30, like later on, already, like when it's 2 hours in, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, what time is it? It's lunch. Most people at 11:30, 12, they go on lunch. So it's lunch, less volume. No one is in office, no one is trading, no one is doing that. So it's lunchtime. And from there now, again, maybe like for the last, an hour from there, the last 2 more hours, we could see some volume, but sometimes the volume is just people taking their positions, right? Because already in the morning they're buying, they're selling, they're executing, they're in the markets. Lunchtime, obviously no one is there, and then later on when the market is about to close, approaching 5 p.m. in New York, 3 p.m., let's say 3 to 4 p.m., they offload positions. They offload. If they were buying, they just taking those buys. If they were selling, they're taking those sells. So you have to be on the right side, bro. You have to be on the right side. Let's go. Yes, team, if you're new, make sure that you subscribe. Let's see, I'm still slightly positive on this one here coming up, but I'm not too sure if it's gonna like be able to go all the way down to take profit, truly speaking, because you see where it is. It can go up, activate me, go down, but if it breaks above here, that's where it's gonna move massively. But if it breaks below here, we'll see it moving down massively. But if it still takes time, then obviously it makes sense because the news say so. Nasdaq, USDT, and put it at the bottom. Gold is the one that I'm looking at, and Nasdaq. Let me just see Nasdaq as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's around 7-8 p.m. Then it's chai. That's true. That's true. That's true, brother. So I'm also gonna give like a 30-minute window, like 30 more minutes into the session. Let's look. If I don't get activated in like 30 minutes, then I'm just gonna remove my pending orders, and I'll just have to wait for the next day. I'll just take it today as no trade day. You know, it's still good. You know, I mean, no trade day. It's good because if I traded and I lost, that's not gonna be nice because I forced trades. You know. Yeah, that's true. Once it breaks the demand zone, buyers will be sells. Yeah, that's true. I'm seeing once we break below here, bro, we might see them selling off. But the sell might not be, it could be heavy, but it could just be a big candle that comes here. And when it gets there, it's either we'll see it can try to play, maybe still come here, or maybe try to push up. But if it breaks below here, I'm also gonna remove my pending order. Unless maybe it does a week out. I don't know. But we'll see. Let's see it. Let me remove this. But you saw as soon as it missed me, you guys saw it missed me with a few pips. I had sell limits, but I didn't chase it. Look, bro. I had a sell limit. I didn't chase it. You understand? I would be now running maybe close to $500, but we never chased it, is what I'm trying to say here. We never chased it. So that's also one thing that I'm trying to show you guys, that you need to just stick to the plan, stick to your plan. Hitting 300k today is let's go, bro. Let's go, guys. Make sure that you guys are subscribing. We are currently on, you can see my brothers, like we're hitting 300k today. I believe we can, with the help of you guys. I believe we can. So if you haven't subscribed, 500 people give a subscribe, we should be getting there. One day I want to do a stream like for the whole day, like just the whole day. We're on a live session, whole day. but I'd have to gain strength for it. Let me see what the dollar index is doing. Okay, dollar index, you can see it's now coming back up. It's coming. See, it's coming here. Then we might see it sell off. So you see the dollar index, how we saw it push a bit more up, short-term buy, long-term sell, short-term buy, which means on gold, short-term sell, long-term buy. So that's why on gold I wanted the short-term sell, but it never activated a brother. Obviously, if I was looking at the 15 minutes, I could have got this entry if I was looking at the 15 minutes. Could have got this entry, but I didn't use the 15. I went to as low as the 5 minutes, so it's okay. We already checked GBP USD. I see Aura. You're asking if we check your GBP USD. You already checked it. Or didn't we? I don't know. Yeah, I think we checked it, These support areas right here would be nice if price respects it, but we have respected these areas here. We've already respected these areas right here. Previous support, you can see we tested, we had this huge engulfing candle, but this candle, I don't like how it went up. It didn't really close massively beyond, but we had this huge engulfing that closed the previous bearish. So it's over 60% of a bullish movement, so it's okay, it makes sense. And as well, you can see on the 60-minute, you can see we had these double bottoms here, double bottom, plus as well price liquidated these areas. You can see liquidity grab, you can see this grab here. If people were already buying, having pending orders below, we already done that here, and then we had this push up. That's what caused this push up. Price broke above here, so we could see a shoot down and then a shoot back up. On the 5 minute, it's gonna be more like, okay, so things that I'm not trading, I'm not gonna like obviously analyze like how as if I'm gonna, because it's gonna take a lot of my time and my brain energy to a point where I'm gonna even miss out on the trades that I'm looking at now. So I'm just gonna do a rough sketch so you have a clearer understanding of what I'm saying, but I won't really like go all in as if I'm looking for a trade, right? Because if I'm looking for a trade, obviously I'll analyze it differently. Like now I'm just analyzing it, but if I'm looking for a trade, I'm gonna look for a trade, So already at the bottom, price can come here. You can see we also have this fair value gap here, but price can come here at the bottom, and then we see a nice clean buy. So remember, the dollar, we said that it's now doing what? It's now going up. The dollar is now short-term going up. If the dollar is short-term going up, this thing is going to sell short-term. This thing is going to sell short-term. Once the dollar gets where we want it to get, this thing is going to buy. You understand? Same thing. Dollar, we're going up short-term. Up short-term. Once you get here, we're selling. Same thing. GBP USD, we're going down. Remember, GBP is direct invest, so it goes down short term and then it's gonna go up. So gold, already I can see we broke out. So basically I'll just take it as I missed out on this opportunity. It didn't activate me. You can see, bro, this was it got literally close to entry. Let me see. what is this? Next 100. Okay, these ones are not moving, bro. You can see, bro, these ones are not moving. Truly speaking, these ones are not moving. Look at it, it's still at the same position. As much as it's tricking someone will be like, oh, it's a selling. Bro, this thing is still in the same position, bro. No matter what, it's still in the same position. Yeah, I mean, it can. And then you think, yo, big sell. And then big sell, then big sell. You understand? So, I'm looking at the markets right now. Gold, but you guys could see as well how I saw gold. You know, you can see, man. You could see how I saw it. You could see I didn't get everything that I normally teach. Even I didn't I don't do I don't do the opposite of what I'm teaching. If I teach, do not do something like, let's say for instance, don't fear of missing out. I'm not gonna enter because of missing out. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to say. I don't get trapped in by that. GBP CAD, okay, we'll look at it just now. Okay, I see someone just sends a lot of messages saying, I don't think that's gonna be, advisable, bro. We already spoke about such things, telling people that they should sell, and especially sending too many messages like this here. I don't think it's gonna be wise, because now you're saying Nasdaq is selling, but look at it, and even if it sounds like, we're still playing. Yes, we're going live each and every single day. Every single day, same time. Let me see, let's give it a few more minutes, 15 more minutes. Hopefully tomorrow we get something, because you can see, obviously, for the ones that just joined in now, today is Monday, there's no news. Tuesday as well, not gonna be any news, and with that, it also shows lack of volume, right? Oh, let me see GBP CAD. Bro, I don't like such things, man. Yo, this thing does not look good, but I'm already seeing it on the daily, but it doesn't really look good. It looks a bit like a mess, bro, because you can see basically right now we're ranging in between these areas. We're in a range, price is ranging. So obviously right now these are price is more likely to come. Yeah, take out these highs here too, and then we might see it move back down and then move back up, because it's ranging, right? A range like this can't really expect targets to be here, because you can see most times it gets here around these areas, it goes slightly low here, it goes slightly up, slightly low. So yeah, but I see it taking out these two highs and then going back up. Going back slightly down till somewhere around here at these lows. Like a move like this, right? Where's this? You see something more like this. And then from there, maybe up and down again, because this is a very big Let's see. Let me spot Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq, if he just pushes down, there's a very strong buy area, and push back up here. Let's see if we're gonna get close to in through Nasdaq. But with gold, I think I'm just gonna remove my pending order. Then I'm gonna look at Nasdaq for now. Let me go. Can women trade? Yes, most definitely, bro. Most definitely. Women can trade. Let's go, team. Of course, I can see, I think Juanita is saying that, bro, I'm a woman and I trade. The way she said, of course. Are you still overseas? Yes, bro. We're still abroad. I don't know. It's not like, when someone went to prison and then they come out. I feel like when I come to South Africa, it's gonna be different because but it's my first time in human history that I've been out of the country for over 6 months. 6 months. My first time ever. So you see gold, okay, this was not really a clean break. Obviously it could be a break retest, still go down, but it was not really a clean break because this is more like a grab, because you can see price got here, price went below, price came back up with like a hammer type of a candlestick. So this could be more like a retest. This candlestick that we're seeing, it's either it could retest and then go down, or price, if price doesn't close below, because so far it didn't close below, right? If it doesn't, it might still come back up and then still go down. But truly speaking, if I was already in on this trade, if I already, because I got missed, right? If I was already in, probably right now I was gonna close my trade and take profit right now, because you see how it missed me. Imagine while it was still here, I had a sell limit here, it got here a bit. I thought it was gonna activate me, it didn't. So now it's going down. Okay, yeah, I can see there's a breakout here, which is showing, so it can come back up, squeeze out these highs and then still push down. But if I was in it already, if it activated me here, I would just lock profits, maybe, yeah, at least $400. I know that we're good. That's how I'd manage it. So you see Nasdaq as well. I thought it was gonna like give us that push downwards and then skyrocket up, but it's still taking time. It's still taking time. Let's see, maybe Nasdaq could give an entry. US30, no, US30 for the day I could forget. I'm trying to see if this is gonna make sense. But US30 Nasdaq playing in the same area. But you guys are seeing, man, if you trade, like if you're always live with me every day, you'd see that the market normal, we move, like it moves, bro. Like if I enter a trade, it's either it hits my stop loss in the next candlestick, like less than 5 minutes, or it goes and hits take profit in less than 15 minutes. But with what we're seeing today, the markets is playing, bro. The markets is playing. And like I'll continue to just bring it up. You can see the news. Obviously, I filtered them out so it doesn't show me low quality news. But if I want, I can bring them up. Leave everything else and have USD. Monday there's nothing, not even low news, right? So it means that you shouldn't expect any volume from the markets. Otherwise, you're going to be held up in a market that's just ranging. And ranging could be it. Like you could be on the right side, but price is going to go hit your tick. I mean, give you a few profits, give you a few losses, give you a few profits, go back to entry. Give you a few losses, go back to entry. Give you a few profits, entry. Go a few losses to a point where now you're going to be upset and just close it. And then maybe during Asian session, that's where we might see it move. Let me see Asian session if there's any... Let me see, JPY Monday, nothing much as well on the JPY. Low, it's all low. So I normally filter them out. You see here with the filter, I filter them out, take out the weak ones, just so I can have high quality news, right? You see what Nasdaq is doing now. Okay, let's see. Gold, we're more likely to push down here. Maybe catch at the area, but as well, I don't like how it's moving. As much as, like, you know, I'd be happy that it's moving well, but it's moving so slow, bro. So slow. Very slow. Oh my. Patience. Vietnam berries. What is that? What is Vietnam berries, bro? So yeah team, obviously if you're finding value, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. My brother mentioned that we are on the journey to hitting 300k subscribers, and I believe that it's only gonna happen with your help. By myself, I'm only one person I can subscribe. I was the first subscriber on YouTube, on my YouTube, so I can't subscribe more. If possible, I could subscribe every day, but okay, I'm lying. I was not my first subscriber. I don't have I can't subscribe to myself. I don't know. I don't even know what's my first subscriber, innit? But obviously it should be someone that I set up the YouTube with, or I don't even know. But right now, obviously, we are on 298,000, which means that only like, no, we're on 298,500, 98,500, which means that we're only left with 1,500. So the more the team subscribe, the more closer we get into that 300k goal. So let's hit it. Hopefully this week we might hit it before the week ends. Yeah, these things are not moving. I thought it would come push down to my entry before I can call it a session, but it's not. So I don't think for today, let me just even remove gold. Because gold, it missed me. We'll look tomorrow in terms of what did it do. Like, I'll look at how did it eventually play out. Did it go to my entry? Did it, like, was it going to activate me? But obviously I removed the entries on it, so I don't have any pending trades that are going on. And today I didn't execute any trades. I had 2 pending limits, but they never got activated. It was US30, it was also gold. Gold got close to my entry, but it didn't enter me. And I also showed you guys that sometimes we need to respect, not fear of missing out, because if I had fear of missing out, I was going to execute it because I could see that it might still continue going down, but I didn't let it come for me. US30, it also got close to my entry because I had an entry here. It was still here, I had my entry here, but it got here and then it shot up. So, you know, yeah, man, the market, for now, it's still taking it easy. Still easy, you can see. But I'm shooting a video, guys. You must check it out. It's actually a vlog, but it's a very it's just a mixture of like different days, because yeah, I've been recording since Saturday. But yeah, man, this is where we are right now. You can see we're doing our lives and we're just going hard. But yeah, we're doing this, man. Just a quick recap on today's trades. Let me just see or look at it. We've seen this beautiful sell on gold. Once we got here at the resistance close to entry, price didn't activate us. Literally just got there, rejected, and then it started going down. So obviously now I had to remove my trade, my entry, because it doesn't make sense for me to still believe in a setup that didn't really show me that it's moving the way. Plus as well, same thing with US30. We had a buy limit that was put just below here. Price got close to it, but it shot up massively. And then now we can see it came back. It's still squeezing in that area. So everything is done live. You can see here with everyone. You can simply see. And yeah, man, over close to now 5k of us have been on the live. But we're just still looking. We're just still hustling. We're just still, putting in the work. That's the whole thing. Show up every single day. We have to show up every single day, no matter what. The better you show up, the more you show up, the more closer to success you get, because that one day could be the day when everything makes sense. Just ask for a clip. What clip are you speaking about, Tato? Let me see. What did you see? Vietnam berries versus SA berries. Oh, that's what you mean? Nah, bro, I don't know, bro. I can't really tell, but man, home is home, man. Like, as much as you can other places, like, they obviously, man, you do have nice, beautiful girls anywhere in the world. Like even Asians, you can see some pretty girls and things like that. But I don't know, man. Our sisters and them are beautiful, man. South Africans are just beautiful in general, because South Africans have like almost everything, like they look nice, they sound nice, they have this vibe. Even Trevor Noah said it. Trevor Noah's like, South African ladies have this vibe, like bodies are nice, face is nice, they have this voice or whatever and all that. But the Vietnam side, obviously, they are pretty, nice long hair, whatever those things, and but yeah, I mean, you can't really. I don't think you can compare. It's just a matter of what do you prefer. If you feel like Asian ladies are like for you, then you can you'll find girls that side way. In fact, my one friend was like, bro, I need to come that side because I need a wife, and that's where my wife is. And he's in SA. He doesn't want anything to do with SA ladies, But obviously, you know, SA ladies are also dope. Or just ask for a clip. No, I know clipper is under trend, but I saw you saying just ask for a clip. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro, it's not easy, right? It's not easy. It's not easy, bro. But me, man, I've actually been involved with many like different races. So that's why I say it's more like average for me. It's not like when I get the set and I'm like, what? These girls are beautiful, because I've had like, you know, Asian girlfriend when I was still in high school. I've had like an Indian girlfriend when I was still in high school. I've had white girlfriends when I was still in high school. You know, I've had mixed race. I've had black girls as well. You understand? But not in a way where I dated a lot of them. It could be only just one. But what I mean is that for me, any race now is just more on character, just more on how I vibe with the person, let's just say. But other people, obviously, when you come to say, you just see pretty girls all over, and that's what you'd prefer, and it'll be easier now to be involved with an Asian girl. Yes, SA ladies will break your heart. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know with them. I don't know how it works with the SA ladies breaking your heart, but you know, man, we are all hustlers. I just feel like, you know, I don't know, man. Yeah, but you are right. Hey, SA ladies, they'll break your heart, bro. They will break your heart. But not all of them, obviously. Like, not all of them. Maybe if you're coming from the hood and in the same hood as you, like your area, you know, they'll play around with you. Or maybe if your girl likes going out in the streets, like, you know, seeing the streets, like. But anyways, man, like, you know, if you find a loyal girl, man, you can find a nice loyal girl in SA, still in your area, that respects you, that salutes you, that's like, you know, for you. You know, you see gold here. Gold here could push up here. See, still part of one, that 1:2, right? But no volume on this. So obviously that's why you're seeing all this. Because if this was a break, it was supposed to shoot down massively, but it didn't. Yeah, everything has been close to an entry. Everything, nothing is progressing. But I just feel like, you know, when it comes to how you're saying SA girls and stuff, it's more like the same. It's more like maybe you've dated slightly a bit more ladies that were slightly similar. Like you have a type, find out that other people's types are like toxic. Like, let's say you can like girls that are like from the hood. Let's say, for instance, that's what you vibe with. But find out that maybe they're slightly toxic, or find out that, you know, I don't know, you date similar girls but in a different angle, so it's more like you're getting more like a similar thing. So sometimes you need to just give it a try, like, you know, date a girl that's from a well-off family. Like, let's say a girl that's from a well, not really rich, but I mean, like, you know, proper structure family household, and then maybe you date the one that's like this, because they're different at the end. These are characters. Others can be from like maybe a not structured family, but they can still be good, because they'll be like, okay, I grew up without a father, I grew up without this, that means that I have to be good to my person. And others can be, I didn't have a father growing up, which means that I don't respect a man. And a girl that's from, you know, I'm a well-off family can still have the same mentality, like, you know, my dad always in the picture, always here, you know what, nah, and disrespectful and do all those things. And, you know, maybe they know that their dads will always back them up. But and another one can still be from a good family, which means that now she's also able to respect you, because she sees that she saw her dad respecting her mom, or her mom respecting her dad. But ultimately it comes back down to the person. If a person is nice to you, if a person just wants to like just be good to you, they can be good to you regardless of maybe where they are. Don't even think about Botswana. You're killing me, bro, because I have family and things that's I in Botswana, but no, man. there's still Lesotho, there's still Swati, what is that? Eswatini. Okay, I don't really know about Zimbabwe, but I know obviously there's Botswana, there's also, it's African, it's African, it's there at the bottom, you understand? So, yeah, man, we're just going all in, bro. We're just going all in. Yeah, no, that's the session is turning into a Vegeta session. No, guys, I think we should call it a session right now. We should just call it a session because the market is not really moving. But are you dating right now? Obviously, it's not something that but right now it's we're crawling, man. We sliding low, we're sliding low. Obviously, we do have people on our side, but we're sliding, we're crawling, you understand? Sliding, we're crawling. I guess right now we are just talking, we're having conversations. So when I say we do have people, I mean obviously we do have people that we're talking to, but when I say we're sliding, we're crawling, is that it's not something that obviously is open, is public. It's not something that's out there, for specific reasons as well. Just so I protect me, I protect them, I protect everyone in the process. Plus, at the same time, it's the vision is much more bigger than that. Is what I'm trying to say. No movement whatsoever. That's true. You can see, man. Gustavo, the Lesotho girls are respectful. You're killing me, bro. Okay, now you can see gold is coming up here. You can see him is coming up. I think those sellers are now coming up, breaking below here. Let's see. Nasdaq, no. This one here, not the best. But gold is now pushing down. Let me see the dollar index. Dollar index you see is trying to get up there. It's pushing now upwards once more, which means gold is going to continue selling up until it gets in, then it might move down. But since today is obviously Monday, lack of momentum, we might see it might even play maybe somewhere around here before it does this, or it might even get there and then we're still up until tomorrow. Nothing. We'll just see once tomorrow. We'll have to see tomorrow. We would have to see tomorrow. But guys, obviously, if you find in value, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Like this video. Yeah, man, let's just do this big. Let's not look back, team. We're obviously growing. We're obviously becoming better. Every single day, we're stacking up knowledge. And yeah, man, I think we can call it a session right now. How long we've been up on the session? 2 hours, 13 minutes. Okay, it's not that long. But yeah, man, I don't think from now we're going to really see any more volatility. So I don't want us to just, use our brain energy maybe on something that's not going to be showing up. So yeah, guys, I'm glad that you guys did show up. Subscribe once again. Remember, guys, subscribe. We're about to get there. Thank you guys so much for putting through, for showing up. And yeah, man, let's meet up again, same time, same place. Make sure that you come prepared. Let's go, team. Kupsipere. What's happening, bro? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Nice one, bro. Nice one. Hope you're well. Let's go, team. Let's go. So please, guys, let's meet up tomorrow. Same thing, same time. Bye. Thank you guys so much for pulling up on today's session. And yeah, man, let's do this. Danko. Cheers, Lidwaba. Cheers. Ticket team, ticket team, ticket team. Cheers, 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 cheers. I'll see you guys tomorrow.